Hey YouTube, this is PrimetimePokemon. I'm going to continue my video series on how to play the Pokemon trading card game. Today's video is going to talk about trainer cards, Pokemon tools, Pokemon technical machines, stadium cards, and supporter cards. I'll start off with the trainer card. Now a trainer card is usually involved in searching of either the deck or the discard pile, and search your deck usually or the discard pile and put it into your hand. Now this is basically what a trainer is, and this trainer is called Pokemon Circulator, and it says your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her bench Pokemon. Now trainers are usually compared to supporter cards, they're a lot weaker than the trainer card. You can use as many trainer cards as you want per turn, and you can include as many in your deck, 4 of each kind though. So those are trainer cards. Next, we're going to talk about technical machines. Now this is a subclass of trainer cards. Now they're similar to technical machines in the game, that you attach these to a Pokemon in play, and then it can use one of the moves on this card. Sometimes they have specific requirements for what kind of Pokemon can use it. As you can see in this one, we can read it here. It says, Team Galactic's invention, G107 Technical Machine G. Attach this card to one of your Pokemon SP in play. Now, let's see if I can find an SP Pokemon. I should have... Yep, right here. I'm going to actually make a video sometime too talking about SP Pokemon. But SP Pokemon are just Pokemon that have like a GL after it, or a 4 or something like that after it. Those are SP Pokemon. So it says, attach this card to one of your Pokemon SP in play. That Pokemon may use this card's attack instead of its own. When the Pokemon this card is attached to is no longer a Pokemon SP, discard this pile. So basically this stays with it until it's knocked out, and then this card goes in the discard pile as well. And this specific technical machine does Damage Porter, which takes 3 colorless energy cards, and it just basically says, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack does 10 damage times the number of damage counters on the Pokemon. This is attached to that Pokemon. So basically, you'd want to have a Pokemon with high HP, like a Steelix, and let's say it has 100 damage on it already, then you could attach this card and then be able to do 100 damage to the defending Pokemon. The next type of trainer card I'm going to be talking about is a Pokemon tool. Now this type of card is sort of what's similar to the game's held items. Basically what you do is you put this card in play one turn, and then you basically use what it says and then discard it at the end of the turn. So we can read this card just to see what it's like. So it says, attach Expert Belt to one of your Pokemon that doesn't already have a Pokemon tool attached to it. If that Pokemon is knocked out, discard this card. So basically this is the same thing, sort of like the technical machine. So I was wrong what I said earlier. You just attach this to a card, and then it stays on there until it's knocked out. So we can read this. It says, the Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 20 HP. That Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. When the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out, your opponent takes 1 more prize card. So that's the downfall. This almost functions like an EX card, because it allows your opponent to take 2 prize cards instead of 1 if the Pokemon is knocked out that has this Expert Belt attached to it. But it is quite powerful. Like I said, 20 more damage per move, and it has 20 HP higher. The next type of card we're going to look at are stadium cards. Now, in the newer sets, they're always offset by, I think they're green colored, I'm pretty sure here, in all the newer sets, but as you can see it says stadium on there. Only one stadium card can be played at a time, and stadium cards really affect the game mightily. It sort of affects what venue the game is being played in. And once a new stadium card is put into the game, whatever stadium card was in there before is discarded, no matter if you put it in there or your opponent. Whenever a new one is in there, the previous stadium card is discarded. We can take a look at what this card actually says. As you can see, it's a Sunny Shore City Gym, and this is a little description. A lot of cards help you with the gameplay, It says, this card stays in play when you play it. Discard this card if another stadium card comes into play. If another card with the same name is in play, you can't play this card. It says, any damage done by attacks from electric Pokemon to the defending Pokemon isn't affected by resistance. Each electric Pokemon in play has no weakness. So basically, you'd want to use this stadium card if you had an electric type deck. It'd benefit your electric Pokemon. Now, the risk you take with stadium cards is that it affects both your opponent and you. So if your opponent has the type of Pokemon you actually have, it might actually be worse to use a stadium card because it might help them out more than it helps you out. But a lot of stadium cards are quite popular. And like you said, you only can have 4 of the same stadium card in your deck. The last type of trainer card that we're looking at is a supporter card. Now, supporters, especially in the newer sets, they are indicated by an orange tint, as you can see up there. Now, these cards are similar to trainers, except for they're more powerful. Because they're more powerful, you only can play 1 supporter card per turn. And I'm sure these are the ones that stay out the entire turn. So you play it and then it stays out there until the turn's over, rather than going directly to the discard pile after use. But a lot of these cards are more powerful. We can take a look at this one. This one is called Twins, and it says, like I was talking about earlier, you can play only 1 supporter card each turn. When you play this card, put it next to your active Pokemon. When your turn ends, discard this card. And then the card description says, you may use this card only if you have more prize cards left than your opponent. Search your deck for any 2 cards and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Now, the reason this card is more powerful than regular trainer cards is because it says any 2 cards, whereas a lot of trainer cards only mean like a regular Pokemon, not if we're playing Diamond Pearl level X, or if we're in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Prime, or Legend cards. This refers to any 2 cards you can get. So that summarizes the special type of cards in the trading card game: trainers, Pokemon Tool, Technical Machine, supporters, and stadium cards. I hope you learned quite a bit from this video. I'll continue with how to play the Pokemon trading card game in the next video. Make sure you check out all my other videos. And thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my blog link too. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.